Hello there and welcome to Knock Survives. I am back at Dr. Frights HorrorFest this year. They change it up every year, do something different. I haven't been here a couple of years, and they've changed it from separate mazes to one continuous walkthrough. Separate mazes, but you have to follow the same route. So we're going to see what it's like. No fast tracks this year. Well, I'll talk you through it when we get a quiet spot. So unfortunately I can't film within the mazes of this event, and being a multi-park there isn't really a lot to film, so it's not really a vlog today. It's more of a review, let you know what I thought about the event, and maybe a little what to expect without giving away too much inside the maze. I would love to see a content creators night here, just so we can get a little bit of footage inside the mazes. The jump scares you get in there are great, so it would be really good. Even if we had to do a face pointing camera, that would be absolutely fine. I would love a content creators night with a face pointing camera only, and I think that would go down really well at Dr. Frights. So I'm just going to walk you through the whole event, what they've got, and what we came to. So I'll do it in order, tell you about it in order, so you can get a feel of how things were paced through. So first of all, we went into the queue line. Lots of loud, heavy metal music playing. Not my cup of tea, but I get that it was in keeping with the theme for the first maze. The demonic tent. This included death metal manor and rave from the grave. The queue was reasonably long, took half an hour to 40 minutes, I guess. But that was really the only major queue throughout this walkthrough. The other biggest queue was about a 5-minute queue. Once you got first that initial queue, at least you weren't then having a queue longer as you went around. The first death metal manor, they all had a lovely facade to start the maze, and batching is a major point of this event. You all get batched in your own groups, so whether you're there with a 2 or 5, an 8, if you're in a group of 8, you get batched just in that group. So everyone in that group will get the chance to get some good scares throughout. Keeping those groups small is really key to this event, because it's jump scare heavy, and having those smaller groups, it gives a chance for the jump scare to reset. The group in front doesn't get to see it, so you don't know where it's coming from. That's how jump scares work. And Dr. Frights executes this almost perfectly. So the death metal manor has a little bit of a write-up about it. It says, once the home of the reclusive metal legend, the manor now lies in ruin, and demonic apparitions have been spotted throughout the shattered windows. It is just an urban legend, or has the owner's obsession with the occult unleashed hell itself? So yeah, this was very heavy metal music. I got some amazing jump scares, lots of them all over the place. Really set the scene for what you're about to experience. So without a break, it then moved into the next maze, which was Rave from the Grave. There's no extra queue line here, you just move straight into that next maze. And it says, you've been invited to a Halloween rave on the grounds of an ancient burial site. But this is no ordinary party. This rave has been orchestrated by a satanic cult to raise the dead by sacrificing the living. Step into a UV drenched. And yes, this did look great. I love UV within a maze. It looks really good. Really, you don't need a lot of light to have a lot of UV around, which is really effective within a maze. I think it should be used more, especially UV paint on the face. Another enjoyable maze. It feels like something you can have a little boogie while you're walking around. Fun, but good jump scares all over the place once again. And we came out into the next queue line. Thank you. This was for El Sangriento. We then moved into the Grindstone Blood Country. This is a usual sort of maze. They have the hillbilly type, and this is where you're going to find your chainsaw. Welcome to Mama Beef's Hunting Lodge, a backwoods slaughterhouse where deranged clan of cannibal hillbillies unleash their sickest desires. From live human hunts to open fire pits where fresh kills are slow roasted to country hits blaring from busted old speakers. This is where you'll come to the end of the first half.
Headliners.
Right, made it halfway through. It's pretty much non-stop all the way. And then we make it halfway through. Here you'll get a room with coffee and refreshments available. And you'll also find a couple of roaming actors. Pogo, the main character of this event, he's always around, but he is really busy taking pictures of people, so try and catch him if you can. Toilets and a place to stop before you carry on to the next bit, where there's a new queue. This queue didn't take us more than 10 minutes to get through this queue, and we were off into the next bit, which was Summer Camp Massacre. It's movie night at HorrorFest camp, but it's a screening straight from hell, where the killers don't stay on the screen. Make your way through the blood-soaked summer camp as you face the most feared horror slashers of all time. This was a great little maze. I always like to see horror characters coming out, and you've got all kinds of jump scares. Once again, they come for you. This is what this place is about. It's about the jump scares, and that's why they split you off into your own little groups, so you're always going to get them scares. Without a queue, we moved into the next one, which was Play Me and Die. A local radio station has spun a vinyl, Play Me or Die, scrawled on the label. When the needle dropped, the town changed. Something in a song that sent people mad. Smiling, laughing, killing. Will you survive the twisted melodies? All make music smile too. Now, I didn't quite get the story of this. I guess they might have been supposed to be smiling at you. Didn't quite get it, but still, scares all over the place. That's what we're here for. And finally, we moved into the next queue, which was for Killer Clown's Greatest Hits. They've slashed their way through the supermarket, blasted bodies into orbit on a spaceship, and turned Ibiza into a blood-soaked dance floor. Now the Killer Clowns return with a chaotic compilation of their most iconic killing competitions. Now that's what I call a massacre. Now they always bring back some kind of killer clowns in some sort of form, and here they would be showcasing some of their best ones. Killer clowns on a spaceship, killer clowns in a supermarket, killer clowns in Ibiza. I've always got to love their killer clowns. They really do a good job of changing a clown maze into something a little bit different than other people. So I really love that. And that comes to the end. Come out into the hub area, you'll get a nice bar. There's actually an old American school bus. It looks great, and there's other things there like coffees, food, merchandise. You get your photos. Absolutely fantastic. Took around an hour to get through all that. Had a great time. Would I change anything? I do love their new style of multi-park. It works well for this event. I do worry for the park that people would spend less in their hub because they're not always coming back into the hub after every maze. I think it's a great concept, and it works well. And if their sales don't seem to change too much in the hub area, then that's absolutely fantastic for them too. How would I change this event? Well, I wouldn't really. I think keep changing up their mazes as they do every year is good enough. I probably would like to see some sort of show maybe at the end. That could get people to stay and watch as well. Maybe a fire show that's perhaps outside. You can watch it from the first queue line for Death Metal Manor, and you could also watch it from the hub as well. This would be interesting for both sides and also help to keep people in that hub area at the end. I also like to see an addition in the hub area for a scare booth. They do have a screen up on the wall showing you points in the maze where people are getting scared. That's great to see. And I'd like by that to have a scare booth where you hit buttons and it sets off an air cannon or an air horn, something that will give people a jump scare. And you could pay your pounds to do that. Other events do it and it works well. And this could be a great place for it. it wouldn't give away, because you don't get to the hub until the end, people wouldn't know where these scares are going to be coming from. Not that you'd remember as you go through, but still, you could have 3 buttons that would give a scare to people within the maze, and one of the buttons could be one that gives a scare to the people in the booth, with one of the screens not actually being connected up to a jump scare, but for the jump scare for you, just as a nice little surprise. I think this would be a great addition and quite an easy one to do, something really good for this event. So what do I think overall of this event? If you're looking for jump scares, this is the best one of the year. You're guaranteed them jump scares. Because you're in those little groups, you're always going to get something, not just something, you'll get jump scared quite a lot. So this is a really great event to do. If you like them jump scares, it's not so much themed mazes, it's more about the jump scares. Like I say all the time, Dr. Frights are the masters of jump scares. They do it so well, and they've got it down to a T. Got it perfectly. So yes, I would definitely recommend Dr. Frights. How would it compare to another Scream Park or another multi-park? I would say it's high on the list because of them scares. And know what to expect when you're going, and get ready for the scares. But that's about all I can say about this event. I'd love to be able to show you, but because we can't film in the mazes, I can't even give you a little glimpse inside. So maybe Dr. Frights will think about doing a content creators night, face filming, and hopefully maybe in years to come we can start bringing you a bit of footage inside of us getting scared. And that brings me to the end of this little review, little talk about Dr. Frights. Next up is Fear Island at Fantasy Island. Going to their press night, so look out for that one coming next. And that's all for now. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.